Hi.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
so excited to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here.
So, Tiffany, how long have you been in the beauty industry?
I've been in the beauty industry for about 5 years. I started many moons ago with makeup. I was like 18 years old and I got my makeup certification and decided that I didn't love makeup as much as I loved hair. But I didn't realize that until many, many years later after going to college for a million other things. Just that's just how life starts, right?
Right. And who are you on social media?
My Instagram,
Yeah, what's your handle?
hair at or hair at Tiffany Lee.
Like, who am
I
I?
have too many.
Put me on the spot like that.
Way too many Instagram pages.
Me too. Oh my gosh. And so you went to beauty school. Now you're a military spouse. So were you already a military spouse when you went to beauty school?
I was. We had already been married for about I can't tell you how long we had been married.
So you guys were for a
We
while.
have been married for a while. Um, but while we were at one of our last bases, my husband was like, "Look, now is better, like the best time as any. So you can just go and go for the year, pretend that we are deployed or you're deployed or on a TDY or whatever, and you go to hair school and then come back when you have a break or vacation or Christmas time."
Oh, I love that. So he supported you.
The entire time.
Now, did you have to do financial aid or did it?
I had to do financial aid. I had to go through FAFSA, which a lot of people that have gone to school and stuff that are either military or not or civilian. I had to do my FAFSA. I had to fill that out. And so we used a lot of that. And then because I have a stepdaughter and she's going to get his VA for education, but he was fortunate to give me 12 months of it, which was super helpful. When I found out that my FAFSA was like, hey, you've gone to college a lot, therefore you've used a lot of it. So he was able to help me out with splitting some of it up. And
Okay, that's helpful. I didn't know if they could use that, like their
mhm,
GI Bill for that or
they
not.
can.
That's
They can
awesome.
split it. If
Okay.
needed, they can split it.
So then when you decided that, what was your initial like, I'm doing this? Like what was it like a wake up in the night and just be like, I think I should go to school? Or were you like, I keep thinking about going to school? Like how did it come about?
Um, so it started when we were stationed in Okinawa. We went to this amazing barber. He was so incredible, so meticulous. Makoto-san, actually, I remember his name. Makoto-san, he was so meticulous with his hair cutting, and like every single time he did it was exactly the same as last time. Like I followed how he did it every single time, and there was not a missed step. Um, so I told my husband at that point, I was like, I want to go to be a barber. That's what I want to do. And he's like, well, you need to finish your first schooling first, and then you can go to hair school. But along the way, I realized because my stepdaughter at the time when she came out with us, I would do her hair. I would do all sorts of braids, updos, all sorts of things like that. And I decided at that point, I was like, well, there's more to hair than just doing barber. And I was like, maybe I want to do more like hairstyling. Um, but then once we got back to the States, he's like, okay, hit the ground running. This is on you. Find the school that you want to go to.
Okay, so you started out doing hair. Where'd you go to beauty school at?
I went to Paul Mitchell, the School of Phoenix in Arizona.
Okay, and then where did you do hair at?
I went to Minot, North Dakota, and worked at Stylist on base for my first full year.
Oh wow. Okay, so at AFE's salon.
AFE's salon.
How does
Mm-hmm.
that? Did they pay you commission there?
Yes, I actually at ours, I lucked into being the manager as
Oh,
soon as
cool.
I got there, which was really neat because I had from previous jobs and employment, I had leadership roles. So ultimately, as a manager, it was nothing different to me. The only
Right.
thing that was different is that I was the stylist that was there. That had
See,
management experience.
when I moved to Fort Bragg, I worked on Fort Bragg for 2 years at an AV salon to Paul Mitchell. It was Paul Mitchell special.
Hmm.
And they paid 58%. So I feel like that was really high for most
Yeah.
percent. Starting you at 58% is pretty
Yeah.
high. That I don't remember them giving you any raises. So I feel like it's pretty much just straight up 58% across the board, and that's what you made.
Hmm.
But I mean, it was okay. It was a little stressful. I feel like they're all ran a little different.
They
They
all
have a
are
bad
ran
reputation. Like,
differently.
oh no, not on
Yeah.
a military installation. Don't do that to your hair. And
Yeah,
then there's some
unfortunately.
people who mistake me as like a barber. They were like, "Oh, you
Mhm.
just do men's hair all day," and I'm like, "No, I actually work in a hair salon."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like no, then there's women on board right too.
There are women out there.
It
They
was so
do get their hair
awkward. You're like,
done
"Oh,
for
okay."
sure.
So okay, so then when you were moving or place to place, what was your best experience building? How did you figure out marketing? What'd you do to like grow your business? Because you've had to do it how many times now?
That's my fourth and hopefully
Aw,
final
it
time.
is. It is. Okay.
um, so when I was in England, I posted on all of the spouses pages. I posted on all of like my husband's not leadership page, but like what flight he was with. I posted on that page. He took my business cards that I made. He took those to work and he handed them out to all the guys he worked with and females even that he worked with. Um, I also, at the gym that I went to, I talked to the owners of the gym that was there and I was like, "Hey, I'm a hairstylist. Here's my card." I was
Right,
like,
right.
"Post this up on your board of wonders." I also went and made friends with some photographers and a cake baker, and we would just do different collaborations together. So we would swap services, so to speak, and so we would all promote each other that way too.
Now, was there any similarity between like working overseas and working like in the US that can kind of are comparable in just typical salon world where you're like, yep, that's just, it doesn't matter where you go, who you are, this is the way the salon works no matter where you go. Has there been anything that's kind of like very familiar no matter where you work at?
Haircutting is the same across the board.
Okay.
No matter where you go, a graduation is a graduation. A single one straight across it like a square one length is all the same. I noticed this. I was standing next to my salon owner. We were both working like together, and we moved at the exact same time around our clients.
Okay.
And we were cutting two different haircuts, but we moved at the exact same time. And I realized that we were doing layers very similarly. And I was like, I always knew that haircutting, my instructors told me, haircutting is the same no matter what country you go to. A graduation is a graduation, a layer is a layer, a single one length is a single one length. And in that moment, that was my realization that, oh my God, he wasn't kidding.
So do trends kind of vary though, or not so much?
Yes.
So I mean, okay,
Yes. Yes, they do. Blondes are forever. I will say that blondes are forever. But men's hair is very different.
oh really?
Very
Okay.
different. There is a trend in England for sure that they shave like the perimeter and they do skin all the way to the perimeter, but no fade from the perimeter up. So it's like kind of
Oh,
bowl cut like,
right.
but then scissor over comb, but it's still kind of bowl
A little
cut like.
bulky on the
Yeah,
sides.
real bulky on the
Interesting.
sides. And I mean, not my preference, but it was very different to see.
And very common, I
Very
guess.
common.
Okay. And so you've worked on how many different locations? 4 or 5 different locations, right? As a military spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And what was, I mean, were you always near a military installation every time, or were you in kind of like a civilian world sometimes too?
For the most part, I was in a civilian world. When we were in North Dakota, I lived on base. Um, so it was like convenient to drive 2.5 minutes to work. But in England, we lived out in town and we lived amongst the community because I wanted to be immersed in the different culture in the world and all this different like beauty around me. So it was really cool being able to walk to and from work every day, even in the summer months when it was really hot. But I really like seeing the culture around me and like get to know people and be more in the civilian world because I wanted to feel like more of a civilian, not just a military spouse.
Right. I understand that. I did not want to live on post either. When I moved to Fort Bragg, I was like, or live off post and have a normal life. I'm an artist first and then a military spouse second.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Which I mean,
mm-hmm.
not everybody's that way, but I already had my career, when I moved, became military spouse. And so, since you have moved around a lot, what is something that you would say to encourage other military spouses that are maybe like going to beauty school and then having a PCS and lose their clients or not even get a chance to build clients? What's something encouraging that you can tell them about this industry that you just love that's made a difference in your life?
Don't stop ever. Like achieve your dreams regardless. Like, yes, you are um, licensed in Arizona, you move to England, you find out like what are the steps I need to take to be able to work there. You move from England to North Carolina. What are the steps I need to take to be able to get there? What are the steps I need to do to switch my license over? Will the military cover that? That is a good question. Yes, they do. They do cover the fee for you to change your license from state to state to state to state or country to state to country to state or whichever, whatever your path is, the military will cover it.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's helpful for other people who are in this industry, right? Then they
Mm-hmm.
can't just go out and just start working. You got to get a license. So at least
Yep.
if you know you have a kind of a support system. Now,
Mm-hmm.
did England take reciprocity then, or how did that work?
That's a very gray area for there because they don't have a state board. Um, they have people that monitor you doing your certificate, and you can go to hair school, but they have certain instructors that'll allow you to do your work outside of school as well, but they have to come out and monitor every like few months or so and do your evaluations.
Oh, wow.
But once you are finished with school with all your hours, all your paperwork and stuff, you get a certificate, and that's kind of the end of that.
Oh, wow.
So, me going over there, they recognized that I did hair as long as I had something, some type of certificate, like even my school certificate from Paul Mitchell, that actually had more precedence over my license.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So the hours meant more
Mm-hmm.
just the experience in hours.
Yep. Yep. As opposed to having a license saying that I was
The first time you're like,
sanitized and
thank you, mannequin head. I
right.
appreciate you so much. Pivot point. Sally and Betsy and Judy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally.
All the girls, all the gals.
Every time.
That's awesome. Well, that's amazing. And I'm so glad you're here.
I'm
And
so glad to be here.
I'm so excited for you to be here on this journey. And thank you so much for spending time talking with me about your experience.
Thank you. I loved it. I love being at the salon. It's my favorite like landing pad, I should say. Like it's been a really great experience coming here and having somewhere that I can call home.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Well, that hopefully will clue you in a little bit on your, journey as a military spouse and hairdresser. If you have any questions, please message them in the comments and so we can help you with your journey. Thank you so much and tune in next time.